afternoon, I didn't get up until noon. My girlfriend's gone, she's at work. I'm sitting looking at the comic book, just me and my addictions.
Hey, what's new with you? Coming at you with another comic book review. Today I got Bob Fingerman's Minimum Wage. So Many Bad Decisions, Part 5. So, coming into this series, I know nothing about it. I saw it at the comic shop. I was buying my usual. Sounded funny, you know, I can relate to that. Image Comics puts out some good comics. Bob Fingerman's Minimum Wage is about this dude named Rob. And he basically has a bunch of relationship troubles. His ex-wife, he's sleeping with her again now. This normal dude who is also a comic book artist in the comic book, which I thought was a nice touch. Some of it reminded me a little bit of Crumb comics, which they actually pay homage to. He's a fan of Crumb in the book, the main character is. So it's mostly a comedy book. I like the fact that the everyday real life stuff is in black and white, and his dreams are in color, his imagination. I'm not really quite sure what all is going on because I haven't read the first 4 parts, but it's easy to jump into. It's not complicated. It's just this dude's life. I'm guessing if you like Kevin Smith movies, Harold and Kumar, stuff like that, weed smoking, sex jokes. But it's funny and it's honest. There's a lot of cool things I like about this book. I'm definitely going to be checking out the other issues, so I found this little gem. If that's the type of comedy you like, you know, quirky, stoner, just millennial sort of lifestyle, it's funny as hell. I would definitely check it out. So this book I give a solid 4 out of 5 stars for this book. Okay, and you knew it was coming! We have a sinister villain in Gotham City these days who goes by the name of Mr. Bloom. Mr. Bloom's scary as f***. If you're a novice about Batman, you have no idea what's going on in the comic world, some crazy is happening. Batman and Joker had a super fight in these caves, which left both of them presumably dead. Batman survived, of course, but he has none of his memories. And Bruce has a girlfriend, and he's doing things that he wants to do successfully, being outspoken, sort of a political figure, and using funds from Wayne Enterprises to do good. In the meantime, Gotham City, of course, goes to if Batman's not there. So Jim Gordon, who you may know as Commissioner Gordon, has stepped up to the mantle of being Batman in Bruce Wayne's absence. But he's got tons of funding. Batman is deputized now. And so he basically has this Bat Iron Man suit, kind of, and he's got a Bat robot suit, which is kind of cool. Looks kind of like a bunny rabbit. So there's this new character who is going by Mr. Bloom, and he's sort of blackmailing all these mobsters and crime bosses and stuff, and getting them to join his side, which is kind of crazy because all these mob bosses are sort of opposed to each other anyway. But somehow this Mr. Bloom guy is getting them to come together for evil. They don't know a whole lot about Mr. Bloom just yet, but he's basically introduced in a big way in issue 43. I was a big fan of the Batman Beyond TV show, and I remember there was this character who could sort of put you in a trance and make you forget who you were and stuff. And Mr. Bloom isn't like that, but he sort of reminds me of that character, just because he's got a flower on his face. And I love the way Scott Snyder, writes his stories. It opens up at the beginning when you just see the flower and the darkness, sort of like in Death of the Family, where those comics would open up with just darkness and you could see Joker's eyes, and he talked about his eyes. It's real intense. I like that because Mr. Bloom is frankly horrifying. And if you read this book, something major happens to a major Batman character, and Mr. Bloom sort of shows him what for. And if you don't know who Mr. Bloom is, dude, totally horrifying Batman villain, straight out of my nightmares. Just awesome, awesome art. And again, these the Batman, the New 52 Batman is gorgeous. I love these panels that just look like neon. I like the neon colors and the tints and the shadow panels and the different colors, and they're just beautiful books. They're beautiful, beautiful books. Very well written. So Batman 43, very pleased with. Let me know also in the comments below what you think of Mr. Bloom, and what are your thoughts for what's going to happen next. If you have read it, let me know what you think about the ending. It's kind of crazy. So yeah, definitely check out issue 43, Batman. It's off the chain.